He looks like
All
it's a
right,
Captain Owl.
we're in
That
ranked right away, and I need a warm up round, so I'm gonna play Amaru and
Amaru.
just Amaru right in.
Make sure you grab a diffuser. Make sure you grab diffuser. Ruin everyone's gameplay.
All, always make sure to grab the diffuser as a Maru.
Okay, all
That is
right.
that is the number one.
I
That is
wanna
the
I
one.
want a shitty I should probably do that. I want a shitty like how to play Amaru, but it's like the worst advice.
Grab diffuser, but then don't go
If
die
it's an
somewhere
Ari,
not on site
are
without
you
using your
kidding
weapon.
me? I'm
No,
sad.
I'll go directly in sight. So I'm pretty much just gonna hand deliver the diffuser to site for you guys, so you guys don't have to carry it.
I'm so
Oh,
sad.
Oh,
thanks.
sweet,
So helpful.
perfect. That no one else
So
can die with diffuser somewhere else. I get the strat. I get it.
yeah.
This guy knows what he's talking about. You finally invited a friend who knows what they're talking about.
Backup doesn't seem to be working for me at the moment, so right now this video is going to be edited by DaVinci. This is going to be my first try. Also, this is going to be my first try on doing a voiceover my own video. So this is just mainly going to be me ranting about all the experiences I've had. I'm not a pro player, though I do have my experiences and I do notice a few things that I do want to get to talk about. I do have a couple things like personal skill, traps, roamers, teammates, and timing. So just stay along for the ride. This is my first time. Yeah.
Reload!
First topic I want to discuss is teammates. Sometimes reliable, other times oblivious. Teammates that you may be fortunate or unfortunate to be paired with. Sometimes teammates end up being way too oblivious, trying to be focused on making sure no one's pushing or roaming, but sometimes that means they're standing right next to the thing that they could have just destroyed very easily, making everyone like Ace over here very impatient, so this wall that we could have taken over just ends up just staying there. And then sometimes these people just ego push everything, or sometimes they just get very unfortunate, leaving you to be the last man standing. While that, you're also constantly going through all these teammates that just don't know what to do. So you get so bored, so fed up with everything, they just start playing peekaboo with the fucking enemy. But also, they forgot how to play peekaboo, so you end up dying, and all those points you got just end up being fucking wasted. Okay, but now don't get me wrong. There are good teammates. There are ones that can help you know what to do or will just play with your random shenanigans. But most of the time, you have to be the good teammate. You have to pop off. You have to do the unthinkable sometimes just to make sure that you can get that win. And sometimes you end up pulling things off that you can never seem to pull off in a million years. And I just wish I knew how to recreate that because half the time I wish I had these skills, especially when playing with friends, because I always get carried by most of my friends, because most of them are fucking platinum emerald and all this shit. And get up. I'm not bad, you're bad. Well, sometimes then you just have the pure fucking will and luck, or just by your pure existence, where enemies end up just dying right in front of you. Personal skills is something that you gain over time, no matter what people will say this or that. It always comes naturally. But something I will point out is confidence. No matter how you play the game, if you don't have anyone going inside the building, you will waste everyone's time. But proceed with caution, of course. Small peeks, traps, roamers, or people who haven't seen a bar of soap in ages might be around every corner. I mean, look at Smoke over here. Stinks so bad he makes the air turn yellow.
Loading new mag!
A little trick I might add that could make or break your gunfights is the amount of ammo that is given to you right from the start. Maybe fire off a round or two, depending on what gun you're using. Sometimes it'll leave them to wanting to push you, starting to rush out and leave their hiding spot. But as long as you can hit your shots, but also remember, you do have a secondary, but this also can make or break depending on what you're using as a secondary. Sometimes the weapons are good, and sometimes it needs a little work, and other times you just need to pick something else. I mean, come on. There's how many shots you put off, and just none of them seem to hit. I mean, seriously. It's like when every time I try to use the P90 on Rook or Doc, I just seem to miss every bullet or get them so low, but there's that one itsy bitsy amount of health that seems to ruin my goddamn day. But I digress. Make sure you use it every once in a while, especially if your primary is low. There are a few cases where it's just in the right amount of bullets, but let's be honest. Do you really think you're gonna hit a lucky headshot with the last 4 bullets most of the time? Fuck. You're welcome. Last 4 bullets too. Okay, just ignore that last part. Back to the topic of confidence. You do sometimes need to just full on send it, rushing in, taking those high risks. You don't always have to rush out though, especially when you basically just have the situation all under control in the bag. Maybe the diffuser is right next to you and it's like nowhere near enemies and this and that. But sometimes it really is a just a big battle of risk at all. Sometimes you do need to just rush in, and sometimes that's all you need just for them to delay, which could cost you the win, but also can cost you lose. So take it as you will.
Fuck, he's in room.
Oh, yes, you're gay.
Fuck, what's that
He's
room?
in
The
room.
balcony room.
He's in room.
The balcony room. He's in room. Fuck, what's it called?
He's in room.
Bedroom. Bedroom. The only bedroom.
Okay, guys, I can rule out the hallway.
Okay, at least I know he's in this building.
he's,
No,
he's,
in the room.
he's not in the hallway. That's all I can rule out.
That's all you needed to know. You knew not to swing hallway. You knew to swing.
Guys, he's in the proximity. Intel on just at least knowing where people are is also a very make or break situation. Because a lot of times you can't hear, or sometimes you can hear, but you hear just everything around you. But also, the audio just doesn't always seem to work. There's a lot of times where I keep finding people behind me after I die, but they sounded like they were in the room in front of me. So a lot of these times it's just, yeah. Something that me and a lot of people are guilty of is whenever the diffuser is dropped, a lot of people always end up forgetting to grab it and plant it. Or sometimes it's the person who's very kill hungry who unfortunately doesn't plant and has a diffuser. So the game is basically an automatic loss because he's going to die somewhere and they all know where the diffuser is. We all know where it is because it's constantly pinged, but it doesn't mean, we're going to be able to get to it in time. So it just leaves everyone in a very, very uncomfortable situation.
That was scary.
Had that situation under control. Although I am very curious on your opinion on if you guys want me to talk about certain things individual, small things like shield ops and all that, because everything is also not just easy to talk about. Some may be their own video, some of them might be just something that might be its own series. Who knows? So let me know in the comments. This next bit is just going to be a little short montage. I'm going to probably have another one later in the video, but it's going to be just a montage of what I'm going to call panic play. Just moments where I in real life was starting to have my heart race. I was very silent. I was just focused and in the moment. Because a lot of these moments end up being some of the greatest things that I can never replicate. So I hope you do enjoy this. And also, this is just going to be a way for me to not need to talk during the whole thing. So, yeah.
Swapping mags!
Every character I play.
Bow before me! I'm reloading.
Oh, I got him. Shit. Didn't even know I got him. This next part is about roamers, but I'm not going to get too far into it in this video. Let me know if you guys would like me to make a video dedicated to it, but roaming is not for the weak. If you don't know what you're doing or have too much ego, don't do it. I've seen way too many people who try to fight off the entire team by themselves and are the first ones to die in the next like 2 seconds as soon as the round starts. The art of roaming is to mainly just kill off whoever is pushing from another side. Maybe someone's sneaking from a backside, maybe someone's sneaking from downstairs, upstairs, depending on where your location is and what map you're on, and depending if they found sight. But also, it is just the fact of keeping an eye and or ear out. You don't really want to be in the situation where you don't listen and all of a sudden you're in a corner. I mean, seriously, ask how Warren how he feels about it. Your main goal as well as a roamer is to mainly catch people off guard. Make sure you're not heard and also just make sure you catch them quicker than they catch you. So, yeah, keep that in mind. In fact, I'm pretty sure 9 out of 10 doctors are pretty much dead because that 10th little one is an incy bincy little bit of a prick. I mean, look at that. Ram had a fucking heart failure. That's something. Although a lot of the kills I get can be considered, I guess, orgasmic.
Try harder!
You're
Oh
welcome.
my god, dude. Oh, dude.
All in the day's work.
All in a day's fucking work, indeed.
I'm pretty sure my friend needs a cigarette after that one. But with all that being said, there is still something you do need to keep in mind. Not only do you need to make sure you have a good in and out of every area, no matter if it's a getaway or just to get into a place, you do need to make sure that you do keep an eye for this next topic I'm going to discuss because this will make or break. Doesn't matter if you're a roamer or not. It is something that you do need to keep in mind of. It's something that everyone gets caught off guard because of the heat of the moment or whatnot. But it's just a tiny, itsy bitsy little fuck. fucking issue. Traps are men who wear women's clothing and oh wait, no, that's the wrong script. Hold on, give me a second. Traps are basically the bane of almost everyone's existence sometimes. No matter if you're attacker or defender, all are very lethal. Traps can save you and your teammates, but also it could also kill off everyone if not taken care of and nothing is done about it or no one takes precautions and can lead up to everyone dying. With that being said, make sure you actually use them. They can help you whenever they go off, letting you and your teammates know exactly where someone may be or at least were in that moment. But it's also a good idea just to place them randomly sometimes depending on where you're going. Sometimes there is someone that you and your teammate does not know who it is, or you do know it's a Cavera or at least a Vigil, and sometimes it's just a really good way to catch them off guard. So it's just a good way to keep an eye on your back just in case it's just you by yourself roaming into the building. And also keep in mind, if you do know that one of them is a trap character, always make sure. I've seen this clip a few times over and over, and I only notice it after rewatching it. I didn't really pay attention to it because I was too focused on the kill. And the last thing I will say, I'm not gonna have it as a big old, final finale thing. I'm just gonna say all of it does involve timing. Every second counts. No matter if it's rushing in, no matter if it's holding off, no matter if it's checking cameras, no matter what you're doing, everything is timing. Although there's a lot of cases where I die through some of the most biggest BS moments, and I can't do anything else but complain and get angry. But in the end, it is what it is. It is the Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege experience. So, with that being said, this is going to be the last bit. I do hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comments what you think about this video and just let me know. This isn't going to be a how-to video, this and that, like I said before. Just this is I want to do something I would like to do, but I also don't know what I want to do with most of it. I might be doing some more. I might also try this with Overwatch because I have a lot of saved clips that I might use. But it's just going to be like pointers from a common player, not a pro player, but I'm not no noob kind of thing. So this is like for the people in the middle ground that are kind of like I am. So yeah, just let me know any ideas, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.